Growing impatient with the brutal cold temperatures in Colorado, my good friend and I decided to take a 13-hour road trip to Texas, where we will embark on a journey around the Colorado Bend State Park. Stay tuned for the beauty of this Texas landscape, abundant wildlife, towering waterfalls, and of course, some good old shenanigans among friends. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this trip as much as we did.
Look, there's a little fish.
Y'all better get used to this.
Campfire.
Not only does Hawkins hike, but Hawkins hikes with Homer.
Homer also hikes.
Homer hikes as well with Hawkins too. They both hike.
Homer hikes. Hawkins hikes. What's another H word?
The homies.
The homies.
Be hiking. What's up, backpackers? Hope you're all doing well. In this video, my buddy and I are taking a trip down to Bend, Texas to do some backpacking in the Colorado Bend State Park. So this is the first time on the channel. Homer, how are we feeling about this?
Pretty excited. I only really did one backpacking trip last year. We did that together. So this is like my next big trip. I haven't really gone out of state or done like any big planned trips like this. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, and we only did one night when we went last summer. It's pretty ironic that we're going down to Texas, driving 13 hours from Colorado to hike the Colorado Bend State Park in Texas. But I'm pretty excited. Got a cool waterfall there, some springs we can swim in. We just set off on our journey. We've got about 5.5 hours left to get to our hotel for the night, and then another 6 hours in the morning to get to our first campsite. So stay tuned. Got a little road trip ahead of us, and then hopefully a pretty good backpacking trip. Good morning, y'all. It is about 8 o'clock. We got in last night at around 12:30 and got some food, so we didn't end up going to bed until like 1:30 or 2. We got about 5.5 or 6 hours of sleep last night, which is decent, but feel pretty dead right now. So we're gonna go downstairs, get some coffee once Homer gets out of the shower, get some breakfast, hop on the road, and drive the last 6.5 hours to the campsite. So see y'all later. Cheers, bud.
Cheers to that I didn't drink.
Cheers again. All right, we finally made it to the park. We decided not to go to and set up our campsite yet because we have like an hour until the sun sets. So instead, we're actually gonna do the Spicewood Springs Trail real quick, which is only like a mile long to get to the actual Spicewood Springs. So we're gonna hope we beat the sunset there and can hopefully take a little dip before it gets too cold. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Okay, we finally made it. We're at the Spicewood Springs. We still got some daylight left, but man, this is beautiful. Let me fix this angle a little bit. Yep, right as you fall.
That's so slippery.
Yeah,
Everything.
that's fine.
Look, there's a little fish. You alright? Alright, well, you did it.
Yeah, cut to me just in the water and pretend like I just jumped in here. It's so cold. Oh. This is so slippery.
Dude, it's so cold. I should try to look like I enjoy it. Moving sucks.
Yeah. If it was like in the middle of summer and this was warm and everything else was like relatively warm,
Yeah.
just coming here at night and like watching the sunset and even like watching some stars from in here,
Oh, that is so cool.
that would be so sick.
Because Texas nights are hot. Like, if it was like 85 degrees
Yeah.
and being in this and it like,
Yeah.
that would be so
It would feel good.
I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here, like, kind of smart.
Not like that.
You good?
Yeah. Let's go.
Well done, brother.
Wait.
Well, we did it. It was successful, I think is one word for it. We both got all the way in. Whether we wanted to or not, nature brought us in there. And it was pleasant once we were in. But yeah, the getting in part, yeah, it was something. All right, it is officially very dark, but we were able to get our tent set up, which for anyone that's wondering is the Durston X-Mid 2. Got to work on putting our beds together real quick, and then we will get a fire going and enjoy the night. So hopefully you'll be able to see me when we have a fire. And for now, enjoy the bright light. We probably have enough for right now. Now that's a fire. Oh, what are your thoughts on day one?
Day one, very successful. Day one, we saw an armadillo, we saw a boar, we saw 3 deer.
We saw, I think there were 4 deer.
4 deer. We saw a
And
lot
then
of deer
plus
on the
the
road.
like baby one that we saw on the way to the springs.
Oh, and then the springs, that was successful.
Springs was sick. We have a little raccoon buddy that's just hanging around here.
It's nice out here.
The
Really
stars
good.
out here look beautiful. Well, the fire is dying out. I have a little bit of footage I need to offload before it gets too late. We got some stuff we need to clean up so our little raccoon friend, Curious George, doesn't steal all of our stuff throughout the night. So we're gonna end this little shenanigans sesh and see you when we see you. All right, we got camp cleaned up, a fire put out. We are tucked into bed, feeling warm and feeling good. Gonna call it a night. Try to get some good sleep for our first big hiking day tomorrow to Gorman Falls. So we're gonna go to bed. Say good night, Homer.
Sleepy time. Good night.
Sleepy time.
Good night kisses.
Good night, kisses. Good night, y'all. We will see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. Last night got a lot colder than expected. It was fine in the tent and in our sleeping bags. We were perfectly fine, but this morning waking up, it's cold and there's frost over a lot of stuff, which it was only supposed to get like a low of 40, maybe 42. Definitely got colder than that. So I had to get up. I need some coffee, warm myself up. So I took a little trip down to the Colorado River. I'm just gonna fill up some water here, get coffee going for both of us because Homer is still asleep at the moment. And then once we're warm and caffeinated, we're gonna start our hike. See you then. All right, we are officially underway. We are starting out on the Riverback Trail, and we got about, I want to say like 3 miles till we get to the waterfall, which will be hopefully where we can stop for lunch and enjoy the views for a bit.
That'd be nice.
And then another 4.5 miles or so to get to our campsite for the night. So 7 to 8 mile day today. We're gonna follow the Colorado River for pretty much until we get to the falls. And then it sounds like that'll be our last source of water, so
Yeah.
stock up there. So yeah, let's do it. we're about 2.5 miles in on the hike so far. Got about probably a mile-ish to go to Gorman Falls. What are some things that are kind of standing out here for you?
No snow, because you can hike pretty much, you can hike a lot of places in Colorado, and like middle June, July, there'll still be snowpack.
That's true.
Even just a little bit. So it's kind of cool to be out in like, it feels mountainous, like it kind of still feels like home a little bit.
Doesn't feel like the rest of Texas. Rocks. That's for sure.
But it's cool to like be out in nature and not see snow.
Yeah,
because that's what we're so used to.
Pretty nice, especially in February. It's baking heat right now.
Yeah, it's probably pretty cold back home right now.
It's super hot, so we're hoping, I think the Gorman Falls are going to be blocked off, the actual waterfall, but we're hoping there's some little runoff streams or mini falls that we can at least dunk our heads in and cool off a bit now. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. There's like 400 different caves here that used to be explorable and still are through like guided tours. But because of the white nose syndrome that people bring into those caves, they had to start blocking those off to the public because it was killing a lot of the bats. So to preserve it, all the ones that we can see are gated off at a certain point. So there's one along the trail that I think we'll be able to at least poke into and see a little bit, but we can't really explore because it's dangerous for the bats' habitat.
Super cool to look at.
It's really cool, yeah. It's crazy that we've been just walking over a whole cave system. As we approached the Gorman Falls, we had to put the cameras away so that we could descend the steep, slick rock leading to the base of the falls. The tricky path down made it that much more rewarding to see the beautiful waterfall trickling down the cliff edge. It was an amazing sight to see, especially after the long, hot trail that we tackled to get there, and it gave us a much-needed energy boost. We thought this would be the perfect spot to cook up some lunch and enjoy the view while we filled our empty stomachs. Before setting off again, we followed the trail further down to where the runoff feeds into the Colorado River, and we took this opportunity to stock up on some clean water, and Homer took some time to enjoy the cool, refreshing river. It's time to say goodbye to the Gorman Falls, as we hit the trail hoping to make it to camp before the sun sets. This was a truly special sight, and one I would recommend anyone see if they visit the park. However, if you are planning on going, please wear shoes with good tread and try your best to avoid going on a rainy day, as the rock pathway down is extremely slippery. After the brutally hot hike with very little tree coverage, we finally reached campsite number 8 in the Windmill backpacking area. Even though our spot was the very last one on the trail, it was definitely the best when it comes to shade and privacy. Finally having refuge from the scorching heat, we decided to get our tent and bed set up while we still had some daylight. And of course, making it to camp earlier than we had expected meant we could take a little nap before dinner. Once we awaken from our much-needed rest, we cook up some dinner and enjoy the sunset while discussing the highs and lows of the day. With the sun down, exhausted bodies, and comfortable beds, neither of us felt the need to stay awake any longer. Alright, we are calling it a night for day 2. We are exhausted. It's only, what time? Do you know what time it is?
It's like 6 something.
It's only like 6 something, but it was a long, super hot day, so sun went down and we had some dinner and we're ready to go to sleep.
I lied. It's 7:16.
It's 7:16.
But that's still pretty early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired. It was a long day. A lot of hiking. Yeah. Very hot. But I'm excited for tomorrow. Especially after like 13 hours of sleep.
Yeah, hopefully
we'll see how we feel.
Hopefully we get some really good sleep.
Yeah.
Feel good tomorrow, finish it off. But yeah, for now it is sleepy time, so good night. Good morning. We are out on the trail, final day.
Yes.
Got about 7 miles of hiking today. We tried to get out early enough to have some cool weather when we're hiking, which give it, I think, like 30 minutes. It's gonna be pretty blazing again.
Yeah.
But we had a good campsite last night. Got some decent sleep. I didn't sleep as good as I wish I did, but.
Yeah. There's coyotes.
Oh, speaking of coyotes.
No way.
Or are those deer? Those are deer.
Oh, those are deer. Those would be massive coyotes.
Yeah, I just saw a couple running right as you said
cool.
that.
They might be getting chased down too.
Oh, we just saw some deer. That was cool.
Nice.
But yeah, last night it was kind of wild. There was just noise of a bunch of coyotes howling like all night. And then had a couple visitors at the campsite. I'm not sure what they were, but they were getting a little too close to the tent for comfort. It's kind of keeping me awake, so. Oh well.
I just slept right through it.
Yeah, he was sleeping. He was chilling. But it's kind of cool, actually. The coyotes, hearing them howl and everything was neat, but it's good they were far enough away. And we got to figure out which direction we're going on this little junction here, so check back in later. After about 5 miles of hiking on the second day, we had the pleasure of running into some cows just off the trail. After hanging out with them for a while, we had to say our goodbyes as we were running low on the water we had collected at Gorman Falls. The Gorman Creek we had originally planned on getting water from closer to camp was all dried up, so we've been drinking our water sparingly throughout this hot day, and even skipped breakfast to ensure we wouldn't run out. I'd like to give a quick thanks to the park ranger who suggested we stocked up on water at the falls, because we might have been in trouble if we relied on that creek as a water source. Luckily, right as we were down to our last bottle, we heard the sound of running water and couldn't be more happy. We finally found water after about 12 miles of lugging water and running very, very low. We finally found enough to make us happy. Refill, get hydrated, be able to drink some of our elements and cook up some lunch. This is fantastic. We drank until we were hydrated and filled up enough to last us the last couple of miles back to the car. We then took some time to enjoy the shade and had a nice conversation with another backpacker that we've been playing trail leapfrog with the last couple of days. 9:45.
I feel like we're making pretty good pace.
Yeah. We didn't even leave by this time the first day. It doesn't feel like as much since we had to backtrack. We hiked like an extra 3/4 of a mile for no reason, going the wrong way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It was like more. No surprise how quickly he caught up on us.
Yeah, he moved.
Because he was tearing down camp. But we also had to go.
We also went the wrong way.
Yeah.
And recording makes us slower.
Yeah. He keeps pulling up on us as we're recording.
Yeah, he does. We had our camera set up on this like cliff edge right over the cave, and we were on the opposite side of said cliff edge, and he came mobbing through. I was scared he wasn't going to see the camera, kick it over the side.
RIP, $500 lens.
Yeah, brand new lens, first trip down a cliff, but also kind of my fault for setting it up directly on the trail.
But it was a cool spot.
It was cool. Man with the Mystery Ranch backpack. Keep up the good work.
Hopefully he remembers the channel.
Yeah, we're placing bets, so if you watch this and subscribe, place a comment so we know. If you're watching this, show it to your buddies. Shame on you guys for leaving your friend to hike alone.
Are you gonna put that in?
That was a good one.
Skipped all the way across. After the extra mile walk to get to the car, I returned to Homer with swimsuits and much needed AC. And since neither of us wanted to hike back to the springs to cool off, we decided that a quick dip in the Colorado River would be a perfect way to end the hike, before making the journey back home to Colorado.
I think the falls were really cool. I liked getting in the water at the falls, the very bottom where it meets the river.
Yeah, the hike today was actually really cool for most of it. Just those little ponds and weird rock formations.
It was kind of hard to find water.
But then when we finally found the smallest of springs, it felt like the best thing ever. I'm definitely ready though to get to a hotel tonight, have a nice shower, nice meal.
Whataburger.
Yes, sir. Excited. This will probably be the sign off. Thank y'all for watching. Happy hiking.
All right. Deuces. Yeah, there you go. Dude, that's the second time you started falling today.
Well, at least I wasn't holding the mic. Couldn't hear the panic.
The homie's hawking.
The hawk to hikers.
Hawk to a hiker.
Gotta get in some kind of trouble for saying that, I think. Stupid Coloradoans.
Did you say Coloradoans or
Colorado.
Coloradans?
I don't know. Is it Coloradans?
Coloradans.
That sounds kind of weird.
It does sound weird, but
Coloradoans also sounds weird.
Coloradoans? I think that sounds,
Coloradoan.
it sounds like that's a lot to say.
Colorado.
Coloradan.
Well, that's fine because the last 5 minutes probably should not be in the video, so just cue the speed up of the fire going out and us getting darker and the screen goes black.
That's the shit. I'm so sorry.
Let me tell you a story about Curious George.
Monkey, not raccoon.
But he's curious nonetheless.
Yeah.
Alright, we are calling it. Oh, I went for my
You
hair
did it.
instantly.
Alright, you're good.
What's up, backpackers? Welcome. Oh. So this is my buddy Homer, first time on the channel.
Yo,
How you doing, bud?
not too bad. Excited to go to Colorado State Park. What is it? Colorado Bend Trail. A little ironic.
Alright, we're gonna restart.
Alright. that part's so hard.
So this is his first time on the channel. My buddy Homer here. How you doing, bud?
Not too bad. Just excited to go. Dude, I hate this. That's so long.
Alright, so we're starting off down here. Climb all the way up. Beef, get out of here. Get out of here. I hate you.
Propel or propel?
Huh?
You say propel? How do you say?
Propel.
Propel.
Yeah. Propel.
Propel. Propel or propel? Propel. Whoops. GoPro's waterproof, right?
Relatively.
Okay. I just got a splash for a little bit.
Okay, well, that was absolutely freezing.
That was nice. I felt good.
It felt good except for the
Falling in.
the part when I jumped in very intentional like.
Prematurely.
Premature.
I pre-jumped a little bit. Good morning, guys. That sounds stupid. Good morning. Start of restart. Backhand, forehand.
Backhand, forehand.
Play a little game.
This is a fat one. Look at this one. I don't know if this is gonna skip.
Yeah.
It's skip.
Come back. Well, you never know. It depends on how much you stop. You really could be adding an extra mile.
Yeah, definitely good.
I'd say it's probably not that much. But
Yeah.
Nice. And during the rest of the year, a large maternal colony of cave myotis bats roost in the cave. Nice.
Cave system. Oh. Camera on the trail.
How's it going?
Directly in your way. Sorry. Either way, I was in the water. Very cold. And then I couldn't get out.
Yeah, when you fell down, I was like, I would love to help you, but if I give you my hand and you tug on it, I'm gonna fall
Both
too.
going. Yeah, that was anyone that's thinking about coming and visiting this park. I know
Slippery.
there are signs that say the rocks are slippery, but the rocks are slippery.